Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryankaravavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So yesterday we saw he was equating the bad people with the wicked people with the balance, the weighing scale. So in the weight scale, the balance gets disturbed even by adding a little bit or removing a little bit. You add a little bit, it goes up. You remove a little bit, it goes down, right? So similarly, these people also, a little bit of good, you are good. Little bit of bad, you are bad. That's the wicked people's character. Okay. Tatascha. Anyedyuhu. स गोरंभ राजकुले गत्वा योगनिद्रां गतस्य भूपतेः saṃmārjanaṃ कुर्वन्निदमः. So we, after talking about the wicked people, then the other day, next day, Goramba started his same technique. He has used it and it has worked. He does not have lots of brains, so he used a technique. It was successful one, so he used the same template while sweeping the floor around the king. He said, "Aho ve aviveko asmad bhupatehe yad purīṣotsargaṃ samāyātā cirbhaṭikā karoti." Oh, what kind of king? Huh? King without intelligence, without he's such a stupid. He's sitting in a toilet seat while excreting, and he is eating the cucumber. What kind of person he is? That is what he said. Tam śrutvā rājā savismayam tam uvacha. After hearing this, Rājā, who is in slumber, woke up in surprise and asked. Earlier he said, "Oh sir, Goramba." Now he says, "Hey Goramba, what's this? Kim? Aprasutam lapasi. What are you blabbering? Grakarmakaram matva tvam na vyapadayami." Thinking, taking you for my servant, I am not punishing you. Kim, tvaya kadāchit ato'haṃ evaṃ vidham karma samāchanam drishṭah. Did you see me doing such kind of act anytime? So abravīt. Now Goramba answers. Deva dyūtāsaktasya rātrijāgaraṇena saṃmārjanaṃ kurvāṇasya mama balānnidrā samāyātā. Same template. Oh Lord, I am addicted to gambling because of playing gambling yesterday. Gambling. So dice or gambling. So I was gambling yesterday night, and because of that I could not sleep the whole night. And while sweeping the floor, without my control, I was pulled into the sleep. Okay, samāyātā. I got into the sleep, and tayādhiṣṭhitena mayā kiṃcijjalpitam. And because of being under the power of sleep, I blab out something. Tanna vedmi. I don't know what I said. Tatprasādaṃ karotu svāmī nidrāparavaśasya. Please forgive me, thinking me to be a person who is caught by the sleep. Please. Okay? Sir, please do that. evaṃ śrutvā rājā cintitavān. After hearing this, the king started thinking. yanmayā janmāntare purīṣotsargaṃ kurvatā kadāpi cirbhaṭikā na bhakṣitā. In the past birth, that is what is said here. By me, in past birth, while excreting, sitting in the toilet, never did I eat the cucumber. What does that mean? The idea is, even in my past births, I have never had cucumber in my toilet. I never eaten it. Tad mayā ayam vyatikaro'sambhāvyo mama anena mudena vyāhritah. And this idiot, has said something which is completely non-true. Vyatikaraha means against the truth. It's completely contradictory. Tatha dantilasya apiti niśya. So he should have said something similar regarding dantila also. Tanmaya na yuktam kritam. What I did was not proper. To dantila, what I did to dantila is not right. Yadi sa varakaha sammanena viyojitaha na tādrik purūṣāṇāṃ evaṃ vidham cheshtitam sambhavyate. To that great man, I have displaced him from respect. I have removed from his respectable post. And for that kind of great person, this kind of act, my childish act, is not proper. I should have not done such thing to that kind of a person. Tad abhavena rajakrityani paurukrityani cha sarvāni śrutvā prajanti. And we said what kind of a job this Dantila is doing. Dantila is a person who is a go between the king and the people. So whatever the king says, he is going to take it to the people. Whatever the people say, that he is going to get the complaints. He is going to take to the king. He was a go between. Now, Tadabhavena, in his absence, Rajakrityani, the job of the kingdom, Paurakrityani, the job of the city also, Sarvāni Śrutvā prajanti. They all became weak. Because I already said, he comes to the gate every day and waits for the king to accept him, allow him to enter. Why? Because people in the city, they are not going to leave him. They are going to pester him. Say, Dantila, did you tell the king about my problem? What happened? What did he say? What will Dantila say? Will he be accepting his defeat and say, oh, the king is not allowing me inside? Then how will people respect him? So he was what I did is not right, not proper. That is what the king is thinking. Evaṃ anekadhā vimrushya dantilam samāhūya. After thinking in such way, he finally, with respect, invited Dantila. He didn't say, oh, bring Dantila. No, he sent chariot to bring Dantila. Okay, that is why samāhūya, samyak āhūya. Otherwise, you should have said āhūya after calling him. He didn't call him, he respectfully invited him. How do you know he respectfully invited him? Did you see that? Yes, it is said very clearly, Nija anga vastrābharanādibhihi samyojya. He gifted him Nija anga vastra abharanādini. Vastra abharanādibhi. Vastra means dress, abharana means the ornaments. So, ornaments and dresses. And how? Nija anga. Anga means limb. Nija means once. One's limb. One's limb means one's body. One's body means his body size. Medium, large. He is not giving the dress that fits Dantila, but he is giving the dresses that is fit for his use, meaning costly. All the good dresses and all the good ornaments chosen, that he gave him as gift. Svādhikare niyojya masa, and instilled him in his rightful post. Ato'haṃ brahmi. That is why I say, yo na pujyate garvāditi. That is why I say, one who does not respect, worship the people in high, low, medium, who is working for the king, will be facing trouble. Now we come to the end of the third story. Now, the introduction to the fourth story. Saṃjīvaka says, Bhadra, evaṃ etat, yad bhavatā vihitam, tadeva mayā kartavyamiti. So, dear, let it be so. Whatever you say, that will what I will do. That is what I should do. I understand that. Evaṃ avihite damanakaha tam ādāya piṅgalakasakāṣam agamat. After he said this, Damanaka, bringing him to Piṅgalaka, close to Piṅgalaka, and said these words. Ahacha. What did he say? Deva. Esha mayā ānītaha sa saṃjīvakaha. Aduna deva pramana. Lord, the one I have brought is Saṃjīvaka. This is Saṃjīvaka. Now, whatever you decide, that's what is going to happen. So, what you please decide yourself. Aduna deva pramanam. Sir, now you decide. Saṃjīvako'pi tam sādaram pranamya agrataha savinayam sthitaha. Saṃjīvaka also saluted him and stood in front of him with all humility. Saṃjīvaka is a intelligent person. He knows the world, right? So he did that. Piṅgalako'pi tasya mīnāyata kakudbataha nakakulisha kratam dakshinapānim upari datvā mānah purassaram uvacha. Like always, he does that. So, okay. So like that, he with the nails which are fitted with ornaments and all that. So this Piṅgalaka also putting his hands on the shoulder of the other person said this. Okay, good. With respect, he said this. Api Shivam bhavatah kudastamअस्मिन् vane vijane samāyāto'si. Api Shivam. What does that mean? Are you Shiva? No. Shiva means Mangala, auspicious. Are you auspicious? No, that's not the question. Is everything okay? That's the question. Is everything okay? How are you? Everything okay? Kutastvam asmin vane vijane samāyāto'si. Where do you come in this forest without anyone? So the abandoned forest, people, there are no one here in this forest. What are you doing here in this forest? Forest without people. Tenapi atmavruttanta kachitaha. And being a bull, he is a simple person. So he started explaining his story. He didn't say, I came from Shiva and all that. He started explaining his own story. Yatha vardhamanena saha viyogaha sanjātaha tatha sarvam niveditam. He explained him every detail, right, starting from Vardhamana and how he got separated from Vardhamana, in his birth in Vardhamana's place, along with Nanda, etc. So Nandaka and Saṃjīvaka, we are two twin brothers and all that. I got lost and he went away, and the people who were to take care of me, they deserted me, and I had a broken leg and all that. Finally, I came to Yamuna river, drank water and ate grass and all. I became somehow healthy. All the story, Vrittantaha, complete story, he told him. Tachrutva piṅgalaka sadaratam tamuvacha. Now after him, that kind of idiot you are. Get lost. No, he didn't say that. Piṅgalaka said, after hearing that, Piṅgalaka, with respect, with sadaram, with respect, tamuvacha, told him, Vyasya na bhetavyam mad bhujanga panjara parirākṣitena yathecham tvaya adhuna vartitavyam anyacha nityam tat mat samīpavartina bhavyam yatah कारणात् बहुवपायं रौद्रसत्त्वनिषेवितं वनं गुरुणामपि सत्त्वानाम् असेव्यं कुतः शष्पभोजिनामिति. So he says, Vyasya, friend, na bhetavyam, don't be afraid. Mad bhuja panjara parirākṣitena yathe. In this forest, which is protected by my broad shoulders, yathecham tvaya adhuna vartitavyam, you can live as you wish. Okay, don't be afraid. Anyacha, and there is one more thing. Nityam mat samīpavartina bhavyam. You should have to come here every day. Come wherever I am staying. Okay? Why? Will he eat me tomorrow? Yatha karanat, I'll explain you the cause, reason. Bahu apayam raudra sattva nishevitam vanam. This is a forest which is infested with a lot of dangerous creatures. Gurunampi sattvanam asevyam. It is very difficult for even bigger animals which are cruel to survive here. Kutaha shashpabhojinam. And how can you are just a grass eater. How can you survive? It's very difficult. So stay along with me. You will be saved. Okay? Don't worry. Emuktva sakala mrga parivrato yamuna kacham avatirya udakagrahanam kurtvā svecchya tadevanam pravishta. So up till now, because of the fear, this fellow didn't even drink water. Now he's thirsty. So now the fear is gone. So he said, okay, let's go. Come. So with all his retinue, sakala mrga parivrataha, with all his retinue, all his group, surrounded by his group, Yamuna Kachamatir, he entered the Yamuna river. Udakagrahanam kurtvā, after drinking the water, svecchya tadevanam pravishta. They entered the forest as they desired. Tatascha Karatakamanaka nikshipta rājya bharaha saṃjīvakena saha subhāṣita goṣṭim anumat bhavan aste. Thereafter, Karatakadamanaka nikshipta rājyabhārah. The weight of the kingdom, meaning whatever needs to be done in the kingdom, that pressure he left for Karataka and Damanaka, the brothers Karataka and Damanaka. After leaving the kingdom to them, for them to manage, saṃjīvakena saha subhāshitagoṣṭhīṃ anubhava nāsti. Saṃjīvaka, along with Saṃjīvaka, he entered subhāshitagoṣṭhi, means group chat, we call that, right? Chatting group. So he started a chatting group and he was there. It's not a social media and computer. They were sitting along. Evening, some useless talks they do, right? So that kind of talks. They were sitting, he was sitting along with Saṃjīvaka and enjoying his time, spending the time by talking. Okay, now. Athava sadhuitam uchyate. Whiling his time? No, it is rightly said. What is said? Yadrichhayapi upanatam sakrit sajjana sangatam bhavati ajaram atyantam na vyāsakramam ikshate. Yadrichhaya api upanatam sakrit sajjana sangatam bhavati ajaram atyantam na vyāsakramam ikshate. Yadrichhaya api upanatam. Even if it be gained accidentally. Yadrichya means accidentally, without your effort. What? Sajjana sangatam. Even once, if you are in association with a wise man, accidentally, even if it be accidental, atyanta ajaram bhavati. It becomes a very good result producing thing. It produces great results without fail. Na abhyasakram means it does not expect any effort in your part to gain those good results. Association with good people will bring in good results, even without your efforts. Saṃjīvakenapi aneka shastra avagahanat utpanna buddhi pragalbhyena stokaihi eva ahobihi mudhamatihi piṅgalakah dhīmān tatha kritah yatha āranya dharmād vyojya gramya dharmeshu niyojitah. Saṃjīvakenapi, even Saṃjīvaka, aneka shastra avagahanat, he has studied so many shastras. Therefore, so you have to remember, Saṃjīvaka, he studied so many shastras. Of course, you have to understand, these stories are written on these animals for attracting the attention of these kids. Otherwise, Saṃjīvaka is a minister. Okay, I told you in the beginning itself, this is like the story of Pi, life of Pi, like that. So when he said there is a tiger, it is not a tiger, it's a tiger kind of person. So that is how it is. They change. That is how they change, right? Ask, no, we can't accept this kind of story, right? So that is the real story here. So all the human characters are translated into animal characters for attracting the attention of these kids. So aneka shastragana, since he has studied lots of shastras, utpanna buddhi pragalbhyane, he is a smart person. Saṃjīvaka is a very smart person. Because of studying shastras, his smartness as the intelligence is great. And stokaiya ahobihi, in very little period, mudhamatihi piṅgalakah dhīmān tatha kritah. Idiot Piṅgalaka, he made him wise. In a very short time, he made the idiot Piṅgalaka a wise person. And aranya dharma vyojya gramya dharmeshu niyojita. And pulling him away from this aranya dharma, the dharma of forest, he put him in gramya dharma, the dharma of village. What does that mean? Aranya dharma means what is the rule of forest? Whatever is the strongest one, that survives. Okay, so that is the dharma, the hunter dharma. So stokehi yatha aranya dharmat, pulling him away from that kind of activities, hunting and all that. Gramya dharmeshu, put him in a very sober path of non-violence and all that. Okay. Now, kim bahuna? What should I add more? Pratyaham piṅgalaka saṃjīvako eva kevalam rahasi mantrayatah. Every day only these two, piṅgalaka and saṃjīvaka, were discussing in secrecy. Shesha, the other animals, they were listening to it, right? Shesha sarvopi mrigajana duribhutashtati. The other animals are kept away. They stay away and stand there waiting for piṅgalaka to do something. No. What about Karataka and Damanaka? Because Damanaka took a promise, right? I will do whatever. That will come to. Karataka Damanako'pi pravesham na labheta. Even Karataka and Damanaka were not allowed to enter the top. I'll come to you. Stay there. Don't come. That is how Piṅgalaka and Saṃjīvaka behave with everyone. Is it not good? The king has become mild from wild. Good, right? Anyacha, there is another problem. What is that? Simha parakrama bhavat sarvopi mrigajanaha taucha shrigalau shudavyadibaditaha ekam dijam ashrityasthitaha. Simha parakrama bhava. Since the simha, the lion, the king, is not showing his prowess, the power, his strength, his valor. Therefore, sarvopi mrigajanaha, all the animals, including the jackals. So he says, Taucha Shrigalo, and both of the jackals, Karataka and Damanaka, Shuddha Vyadhi Baditaha, they were afflicted with the disease called hunger. Not any other disease called hunger. Because this fellow goes to hunt and he eats whatever, the king, that's what lion does. He eats whatever and he leaves the rest for the other animals to eat. And they share between themselves, fight and share between themselves. Now, this fellow is not eating anything and these fellows have also become hungry. And ekam disham ashrityasthitaha, they are sitting in one corner waiting for this king to do something. Uktamcha, it is said, Falahinam nribam vrityaha Kulainam api chonnatam santyajantanyatra gachanti shushkam vrikshamiva andajaha. Earlier, while discussing, there was dialogue between Karataka and Damanaka. He said, oh, you have to remember, even if if a king is a very good person, then even if he is not able to provide you with the money you need, you should have to serve him, continue serving him. Because good people will bounce back and they will keep that in mind and help you out. But not bad people. Don't go to bad people thinking that. Before serving a bad person, you have to think all that ideas he gave, right? We have to remember that is what all the story is about. It is not a Saṃjīvaka story. It is not a Nandaka story. It is not a Karataka story. It is a story to make you intelligent, wise, right? So we have to remember that. Now he says, Falahinam rabam mat bhrutyaha Kulina picha unnatam santyajanti. Anyat santyajya anyatra gachanti shushkam vriksha iva andajaha. Andajaha. Andajaha means the birds. Andad jatam andajam. That which came from the eggs. The birds. The birds, andajaha, birds, plural. Shushkam vriksham. Santyajya. Shushkam vriksham. Shushkam vriksham. Vriksham means tree. Shushkam means dry. Dry tree. Giving up. Santyajya, giving up. The birds gives up the dry tree and anyatra gachanti. Go to another place. They don't stay in dry tree. Right? Similarly, Bhrutyaha, the servants also, Falahinam nripam santyajya Kulinamapi unnatam gachanti. Anyatra unnatam gachanti. So they give up the king who does not give them any result, meaning their money, their salary. Giving them up, even though that the other king is not from a good lineage, but still they will go to him, to a higher place, higher position, because they want salary, right? So that is, earlier he said, don't give up. Now he says, this is what is the worldly thing. This is nature of the world. It is said again, अपि सम्मान संयुक्ताः कुलीना भक्ति तत्पराः वृत्तिभङ्गात्महीपालं त्यजन्त्येव हि सेवकाः। अपि सम्मान संयुक्ताः कुलीनाः भक्ति तत्पराः वृत्तिभङ्गात् महीपालं त्यजन्ति एव हि सेवकाः। सेवकाः, the servants, sammāna sayuktah, who are endowed with respects. Kulinapi, even though they may not be from great lineage, but they were endowed with respects. And bhakṣitā, they have great amount of devotion to their king. Still, vritti bhangat, because vritti means activity. They are not doing any job. Vritti means job. They are not doing any job. Actually, vritti is not to here as job. Vritti here, vritti bhangat means since their salary is stopped, they don't get their salary, they don't get paid. Therefore, mahipalam tyajantyeva. Therefore, even these kind of good people, they will give up the king because they need to take care of their family, right? That will happen. Anyacha, the other thing also is there. Kala atikramam vrittehe yo na kurvita bhupatihi kadāchit tanna munchanti bhakṣitā api sevakāha. Kala atikramam vrittehe yo na gurvita bhupatihi kadāchit tanna munchanti bhakṣitā api sevakāha. Yo bhupatihi vrittehe kala atikramam na kurvita. Which king does not delay the payment? First salary, fifth salary, 10th salary, whichever day it is, promptly on that day the salary will be credited to your account. Whichever king does that, kadāchit sevakāha tam na munchanti. The servants don't give them up. Bhakṣitā, even though they may not treat them properly, but still they will not give them up. They get their salary, right, at proper time. So, तथा नु केवलं सेवकाः इत्थं भूताः यावत् समस्तमपि एतत् जगत् परस्परं भक्षणार्थं सामादिभिः उपायैः तिष्ठन्ति. Similarly, it is not just the sevakaha, it's not just the servants. All the world, the whole of the world, this is how it lives. Ittam bhuta yavat samastamapi jagat tishtanti. This is how the world lives. Parasparam bhakshanartham. They live with each other for the sake of eating. Samadhihi upayihi. By practicing the sama, etc. Upaya means. Sama, etc. means people who know Hindi, they may think sama means sama chawal. There is a rice called sama rice. It's very small rice. It's like broken rice. It's not broken rice. The rice itself is that kind of rice. Or it will be like your semolina, small ones. Khaskhas, small ones. But it's rice actually. That is not the rice we are talking about. Samādibihi, sama adibihi, sama etc. I explained to you what sama etc. means. Sama means peace. Sama, making friendship. With the enemy, first you have to make friendship. Adibihi, etc. So first friendship. Now, again, he is not doing the proper thing. Then, sama dana. Give him some gift and make him listen to you. Still, after receiving the gift, he is doing the same thing. Then, bheda. Keep him away, keep yourself away. Whichever. Keep that person away or keep yourself away from that person. Fourth, if even that is not working, danda, punishment. That is the only way. So, you have to deal with these 4 stages. This is how you have to deal with people. Sama, dana, bheda, danda. Friendship, gift, distance, punishment. Okay? Tadyatha. How is that? We'll explain this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.